Respected viewers, I welcome all of you to the discussion session on great men's writing advice. Today we are going to discuss Bertrand Russell's advice for better writing. Let us first say a few words about him. Bertrand Arthur William Russell was a British philosopher, logician, mathematician, and public intellectual. He influenced mathematics, logic, set theory, and various areas of analytic philosophy. In 1950, he won the Nobel Prize in Literature for his humanitarian ideals and freedom of thought. He wrote about so many areas of life: nature, science, philosophy, religion, politics, education, and mathematics. Bertrand Russell suggested three maxims for better writings. So before moving forward to his advice, let us see what was his position in his writing, what he was searching for, and what he did to ensure his quality writing. What he was searching for at the beginning of his writing. He said, "I wish to say everything in the smallest number of words that could be said clearly. I would spend hours trying to find the shortest way of saying something without ambiguity. And to this aim, I was willing to sacrifice all attempts at aesthetic excellence. I was quite ready to believe that the way to learn how to write was to copy great writers like Flaubert and Walter Pater's technique." What his brother-in-law's advice for him? His brother-in-law, Logan Pearsall Smith, gave him any advice about better writing. He could remember only two of them. One is, put a comma every 4 words, and never use "and" except at the beginning of a sentence. Number 2. His most emphatic advice was that one must always rewrite. What was his remarks about his brother-in-law's advice? His remarks about his advice was interesting. He had written, "I conscientiously tried this but found that my first draft was almost always better than my second. This discovery has saved me an immense amount of time. I do not, of course, apply it to the substance, but only to the form. When I discover an error of an important kind, I rewrite the whole." Now, what was his advice in specific? So finally, what was his advice that we are going to discuss or mention or share? In specific, they are: first, never use a long word if a short word will do. Second, if you want to make a statement with a great many qualifications, put some of the qualifications in separate sentences. Third, do not let the beginning of your sentence lead the reader to an expectation that is contradicted by the end. So, that was the great scholar's advice. It could be useful if you care. Thanks and regards for listening.